It's not often that I watch an entire Netflix series slash season, I guess. Well, season one, I guess it is the whole series at this point. Before I talk about it in a video or podcast for this matter. But such is the case for The Haunting of Hill House. This is a reimagining of a 50s movie or book thing. It's not completely original, and I wonder how many liberties are taken. I'm sure there's a lot more F-bombs in this than there was back in the day. Now you have this family. They move into this house. It's in a secluded, woodsy area in 1992, so I'm looking for anachronisms. And as we're seeing them there, we also flash forward to the future and we see that most of them are adults, but people say, what about mom? And then, yeah, it's revealed, okay, your mom killed herself. We have other shit happening. There's haunted elements in the house. But if people are alive in the present day, what shits can I give? Because I know whatever happened in the flashbacks couldn't be that bad, or in the least, got to be pretty predictable, right? And that is your series. A massive amount of flashbacks that just every other minute had me thinking, okay, this is padding. And why are we padding a Netflix series? There's 10 episodes, and you easily could have gotten rid of 2 of them. There's one where, okay, first of all, to say some good about it, it's not the worst looking thing. Some of the effects are all right. You might have a scare 2 or 3 over the course of 10 episodes. By the end, you're just kind of like, okay, can we wrap this up? Can we get through this already? You can't sustain fright over the course of 10 episodes on a fairly limited concept of a singular haunted house. This isn't an anthology series with some new element to scare you each episode. Remember when there were like horror anthology series in the 90s? Not a lot of that going on right now. I haven't seen Black Mirror. Is Black Mirror like the substitute for that? I will say that the actress who plays Nell, the youngest daughter in the family, well, the adult version of her, she's born in 1995, and I don't like to say things nice about people from 1995. I thought she gave the best performance on the show. You have some named actresses on here. Carla, oh gosh, gonna butcher this, Gugino. The Spy Kids mom who got her tits out in Sin City. Yeah, from the director of Spy Kids, you get to see the MILF. That's kind of gross to me. Well, Nell, should have wrote down the actress's name, but I'm lazy, guys. I mean, I'm not even on video. I don't have hair and makeup on right now. Have you seen what Bill O'Reilly looks like now that he's doing YouTube? He doesn't have the lights. He doesn't have the hair and makeup. Oh, geez. He's got a hand that looks like Skeletor's. Anyhow, as we move along here, yeah, Nell is the highlight. She had a character focus episode. Even though it's revealed that she died in the first episode. At the end of the first episode, she's dead, comes and sees her brother Steve as a ghost. And now Steve believes in the ghost. Everybody has these visions. They see these ghosts. And the ghosts just kind of like come out and scare them and then go away. Because we have to have some kind of jump scare every episode or an attempt at it so that we can call this horror. We've got one of the gals, her name's Theodora, lesbian, possibly bi. She wears gloves all the time because she has this ability to touch people and sense things about them, like some empath. She's not exactly Deanna Troi, but I guess she's the creator of the show's wife. And, as I've said about this creative stuff, if you are reviving something, how can you be the creator? What is this nonsense? We could get to the point where somebody created Mickey Mouse besides Walt Disney if we keep this shit up. So, She gets her tits out for one frame at the end of episode 3, at the last split second. So it could be like, "Hey, honey, I'm invested in this. I got my boobs out for you," and I don't really see the appeal here when the characters are such asshats. Like, maybe that's part of what made Nell more endearing, was she was one of the few decent characters on the show. Her twin brother is a drug addict. His whole character is, oh, hey, you want to really get over a hangover? Take some smack. Hey, I'm recovering right now, but I need some money. Yeah, I'm just going to rob you temporarily. Don't worry, I'm just doing this. His whole character is that. The dad doesn't want to tell them what really happened in the house. Steve, the writer, is, he's so terrible. He's an awful person because he's making money off of sharing his ghost stories. Then we got the mom from Twilight, who she got her boobs out for the first time at post 40 in another Netflix series. And she's like, well, I guess I'll do this shit. She's a mortician, and so she has to fix up her dead little sister for the funeral, and all of the stuff that is going on in the present is cut up too. Like, we think we're Quentin Tarantino over here, and we can just put things out of sequence. Now, look, Pulp Fiction works out of sequence because you don't know what time any of that took place. It's only at the end of the movie can you piece that together, so while you're watching it, there's some surprises. Oh, hey, so who's this guy? Oh, he's still alive. No, he's not. Well, so when did this take place? Raising the questions helps that movie. It seems to be a tired trick when people do it incorrectly. We have so much jumping around here. I'm like, okay, so are these people talking after they had the fight, but before the wake, before the funeral? Is this after that? When does this take place? Oh, it's a flashback, but before the night of the storm. Before the last night. Oh, well, let's have the flashback of their last night first so that we're super confused. What would the harm have been in a little chronological order here? I mean, even if you're going to have flashbacks, have them in chronological order. Oh, well, there's a payoff at the end, because this red door blocking this room that everybody wanted to get into but couldn't find a key is revealed to be a room that people frequented, and it had a different purpose for everybody. For future druggie Luke, it was his... I don't know how the hell this could possibly have been. I mean, you're walking around a house and all of a sudden it's a tree house. Didn't you have to climb up to this? You can't just open a door to the tree house. For another gal, it's a dance studio. For Steve, he's playing video games there. Okay, so it's a haunted house in that capacity. I kind of like that idea. Did I need to go through 10 episodes before this is revealed? I don't think so. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, the little shy kid Luke has an imaginary friend. At the end, it's revealed that she's real, though when she's revealed to be real, I'm wondering if people are seeing a ghost, as that seems to be a common occurrence in the house. People having visions. And I guess she was real, but they decided not to burn down the house, but so that the girl's family can keep visiting her as she's a ghost. They can keep coming back to the house to see her because she died. And it's like, okay, fine, we feel bad for you. We're not burning the house down. And that was the reason the dad didn't burn the house down. That's your big surprise. Oh, gosh. I mean, it's not an awful show. I'm just saying that we went through a lot of time here. 10 hours. Roughly 10 hours to get to, okay, well, that was a decent-ish twist. Who has time to invest in all of these streaming series the week of them coming out? I mean, I'm unemployed, and I couldn't even get through this that fast. I would watch like an episode while I'm on the exercise bike. I wasn't yearning to watch more of it, or really, it wasn't piquing my interest. Yeah, everything is blue and gray as shit, because everything now has to go through this filter of, oh, hey, it's supposed to be sad and downtrodden, so Let's make sure there's no colors in any scene. Yeah, that's not going to pull me out of the movie because real life doesn't look like this. These are the people who get shows on Netflix, not me. Really. Hey, Netflix just snaps up some franchise, get some rights to something. Hey, let's just go ahead and have a series on that. Here's something you may have possibly heard of. Oh, but we're doing a new dark version of it. We got the gritty reboot. I'm assuming that in the very least the original was fast enough that it didn't feel like a chore to go through. And where does this take us for a season 2? Because if you believe the headline saying that, oh, well, it's Netflix's new popular thing. Well, okay, there's no more mystery for this family. You kind of have to get another family at the house somehow, right? And as haunted houses go, shit's not done right here. Like, you want to stop anybody from ever coming to the house? Oh, but you're going to have the caretaker family that lives in the cottage, whom at one point I'm thinking, are they ghosts or not? Because of how weird as they were. I'm just wondering, like, you put a chain over the gate and you don't lock it? Who does that? Who goes, oh, we don't want anybody coming in. There's a gate. Does the gate have a lock? Probably. But just in case, let's just throw a chain that isn't locked and don't lock the gate. So that when somebody gets curious, they can just drive over there and throw the chain off and go inside the house and get killed by ghosts to trick them into suicide. Yeah, that'll keep people away. If somebody else has got to get the house, not this family, right? Because their story's wrapped up. And if you know what the house can do, what's left to scare you? Because the mystery, the unknown is what's scary. You're not knowing what the ghost could do to people, or what is the ghost, or hey, have we finally saw the ghost? Well, we've seen him. Oh, but don't be surprised if this somehow gets a season 2, because evidently the key to getting another season on Netflix is just people talking about it. There was a show, The Good Cop. No one talked about, didn't get any heavy promotion from Netflix. Bam, canceled like shortly after release. No season 2. This one, you have a few people talking about it. Oh, I guess there's enough interest. Are we going to pad that out too?